How about a pretty and a feminine cake for a special little girl? And kids count down the days till their birthday, and what little girl would not love a pink cake?
It was always a huge deal at our house to pick out what you were going to have for your birthday, what the theme was, what the cake was, and what the flavor of the cake was. It's always been huge.
And the word diva really would work for a little girl or one of the preteens. That would be right down their alley.
It wouldn't be too bad for a bridal shower.
It would be cute.
It would be cute.
Now, is this a shaped pan?
This is a shaped pan, so you bake your cake in the shaped pan, and then you cover it with buttercream icing. And buttercream icing is the confectioner's sugar, butter, a little bit of milk, and then some type of flavoring in there, like vanilla or lemon or something.
Easier to work with.
And then you ice it, and it's thin, and you ice it, and you can get a really nice smooth look. But we're doing something unique today, and we're actually putting some fondant icing on top.
This is like a frame of fondant?
Yes, it's a frame of fondant, and fondant is an icing that you roll out like pastry dough, or roll out cookie dough, and
now
then you cut it.
You wouldn't have to tint this, right? You can buy this prepackaged.
You can buy this, yes, you can buy this prepackaged, or you could tint it like if you wanted to match, some other color, you could actually tint it with it, because it's like modeling clay. So you just use it like you would as a kid.
But it comes in the pastel packages, or in the bright, the primaries, the neons, or you can buy it individually just in the pink to get what you need, right?
And then you would use the pan to actually use as your outline or your pattern to cut out the hearts that would fit that. So we've got that down there as a basic. Now, let's talk about the border. These are just little ball borders, and so you're going to make balls, but what you want to do is have them as uniform as possible. So what you do is roll out a log that's about the same size all the way through, and then you cut out the pieces.
And this is fondant, right?
Yeah, this is fondant. You cut out the pieces about the same, and then
just roll it in your hand, and the heat of your hand helps you make a ball. Well, we can do this, and this would be great. I have a 6-year-old, so I can see Alex she would love to help do her own cake, to help you. I mean, you'd have to supervise.
Oh, absolutely. But then to put the balls on, depending on how soft your icing is, because buttercream will kind of what we call crust over, gets a little bit hard, but you can also just squirt a little bit of buttercream down there.
And place the
ball on.
And that holds them into place.
And that holds it in place.
And it gives it a nice little casing around the base. Just adds a little
kind of fills in the white, so you kind of get the idea. We can go all the way around.
That's a no-brainer. That's easy. Anybody can do that, right?
Okay.
And now we're going to do the word.
Well, we can do the word, or we can do a rose. You want to do the word? Let's do the word. Well, let me cut up my rose, make sure I have enough of a strip. Now, to make a fondant rose, it's really easy. It's called a ribbon rose, and you want it about 1 inch by about 5 inches. So you can actually just use your ruler, because it's about
the right size.
About the right size.
The right width.
And you can use all sorts of things. Because I have a spatula here. Now, I've rolled this out to about a 1/4 to an 1/8 of an inch thick. I kind of cheated because I have this rolling pin that actually has these rubber rings on the end, so that it rolls it out to the right thickness.
And you want to cover it until you get ready to use it, right?
Yeah, so don't take a telephone call and leave it out, because it will dry out. But what you're going to do is you're just going to pinch the base of it as you go around. You can't just roll it, because you need to put pleats in it so that you actually get a little ruffle. So you're just kind of pleating it.
Okay.
And you can make it as large or as small as you want. Now, you've got a whole bunch of extra fondant down here at the bottom, so you want to pinch that off.
And get rid of it.
Okay. And then the other little trick to make it sit real well on top of your cake is, to kind of put a little flat piece down there.
At the base of it?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you let these dry out overnight to set up?
And you can curl it around if you want to, but you can also leave it tight. You can make different ones. They all look a little bit different.
Well, no roses.
But now you were talking about doing the name. Okay. Now, if you really want to do the name easy, there are little mini cutters out there, so you could cut out your D-I-V-A. But let's live dangerously. Okay. So we're going to cut out. You want it only about a 1/2 inch, because if you get a whole lot more than that, it's a little harder to frame.
Okay.
So to do the D, let me just move this over, and then we'll make a leaf. To do the D, you just are going to, I put it up there at the top and kind of squeeze it together.
Right.
And I just make straight, and then I kind of squeeze this one down here.
At the bottom. Oh, okay.
So there's your D.
D. Okay, I'll place it on there. Okay.
Okay. And get some more. And when I was spelling this out, I tried to do my A, and I found that to be a little harder
Now, do you have to use water to put it down? Or
no, this will be buttercream,
the
so it'll
buttercream,
just sit
so
down
it'll
there.
just
If you were
rest in
putting
it.
fondant on fondant, then you'd use some water, and that just
okay.
makes it stick like glue. So
Okay.
here's your V. It's basically just kind of some loops. You want to stick that on there, you can make
Okay.
a little, depending on whether you're like 3rd grade teacher or whatever grade you learned writing in.
Okay. And the great thing is, when you do have a theme like this, you could carry it on out. I mean, I can see, you know, those...
And there's your A.
Oh, great. The cake pans, do we need an I?
You're spelling upside down.
Oh, is there an I right here?
Yeah.
Okay, that
Here.
is the I. Okay. Oh.
Did you pass spelling in school?
Once upon a time, I didn't know there was an
My
I.
A's
I
a
thought
little
that was
small.
the V. Okay.
Let me show you how to make a leaf, and then we'll start putting the rest of them on there.
Okay.
So I've got a leaf cutter here, and I just cut the leaf out. You notice I press down in the fondant and kind of twist it.
Okay.
Can't live without a spatula. And then we'll put it on a soft sponge, and you see it has the shape of the leaf, and we'll actually use this tool here where you pull it out. And you just kind of pull it out. It makes it thinner. So you can do, you know, as detailed as you want. We have some already pre-made.
Okay, so we just
And let's just start
those
putting them on there. Here's the
great.
pink buttercream. We'll put some little,
of our flowers on, our ribbon roses.
here.
They almost have a carnation look to them.
There you go. I don't want to put it too close because I want to make sure you can squeeze them in there. And it comes together really easy. Now you can pre-make the leaves, you can pre-make the Diva if you want to. I'm going to stick a leaf in here. I think we need to have a leaf.
We have some.
Oh, you want some more?
These are so nice because it gives them dimension and it lifts the cake.
Let's just hope it's in the right spot.
Well, I think that'll work. We'll just move it around.
I'm going to stick a
whatever we
couple
need.
more leaves in here.
Anyway, we're talking about hearts. You know, the big cookie pan? You could do that, put the pizza crust in there and let the kids decorate their own pizza or decorate their own cookie and make that a project, because you always have to have things to keep the kids busy.
But you could also do, you know, some other thematic things. Like here, we've kind of got a pink theme going on.
Right.
So you could have them do some CDs with their favorite music, depending on what age they are, if they're really into music. You could have some other little party favors, you know, with some candy in them.
If you want to look at the finished product, this is really, you've got the balls, you've got the roses, you've got the word diva, and the leaves. And I could see any little girl, you know, girls' rules. Yeah, they could play dress up, bring out mom's clothes, the beads, the boas, the hat, the heels, and just carry the whole theme out. And the kids would love this.
Absolutely.
Mom would be the hit of the parade for helping, you know, thinking of this. Great ideas. Great ideas. It's easy. You can do it. Just give